This is my big concern about relying so heavily on Social Security. Let me read you from you what's going on in the UK here today. Saw this on X, Twitter. Starmer wins Commons vote on plan to cut UK pensioner benefit. So what is that cut? Right here. Winter fuel payment. MPs, members of Parliament, vote to cut pensioner allowance after Starmer says he makes no apology. Starmer is our freaking clown, totalitarian new prime minister who won with less vote than they did in 2019, if memory serves. It doesn't make any sense. That just shows how bad the Tories are. Boris Johnson, just a clown. I mean, these guys are all serving the same master, and it ain't the good people of the UK. Anyway, so what they're doing is they're cutting their pension benefit for fuel oil, for winter fuel oil. They're saying, hey, sorry, sucks to be you, but we need to spend this money on immigration, on Ukraine, on all this other stuff. But it sucks to be you. We need to have housing for immigrants, all this. But for you pensioners, we're talking 700, hundreds of thousands to a million pensioners are going to get their benefit cut. Oh, by the way, we're gonna ban internal combustion engines. Oh, by the way, we're gonna ban boilers. Oh, by the way, we're going to mandate heat pumps. We're going to get rid of piping natural gas into your home. So your fuel expense is just going to go up because we want to solve the climate crisis. Dude, it's just crazy. This is the problem here. And look, Starmer's just gone. He's the new, like I said, the new prime minister. This guy's such an evil clown. When they rioted in some place in England because some illegal immigrants stabbed and killed 3 little babies, Starmer went after that like white on rice. When the illegal immigrants were rioting, Starmer didn't do anything. It's just the UK is such a clown. You know, UK is less wealthy than Mississippi per capita. Did you know that? Mississippi is better off per capita than the UK. UK is a clown show. This is exactly what Tucker said when he interviewed that guy the other day. He said the crazy thing is the World War II destroyed the UK empire. And or like it or wrong, like him or hate him about Churchill, he destroyed the UK empire. He did. It's crazy. And I mean, just think about how insane that is. This tiny little island in the North Atlantic Ocean controlled the world, for 100 to 150 years. Now it's less wealthy than Mississippi. No one cares about the UK anymore. No one cares. And so because there's and that didn't happen because of excessive spending, by the way. It happened because they violated their cultural mission. And their cultural mission was the UK way of life. The English way of life was better than everybody else in the world. Now you can argue against that, and that's fine. You'd be wrong. You say, well, why all these people want to come to the UK? If the UK was worse than all these other countries, there should be this mass migration out of the UK instead of the other way around, because that's the cultural enrichment. The West is a culturally rich, but unfortunately we've been browbeaten and say, oh my goodness, oh it's so bad to be the West, it's so bad to be white. We've oh my goodness, it's insanity. And those days are starting to come to an end, a little bit too late for me, but still, at the end of the day, I think sanity is starting to come back amongst our younger generation, and I think the younger generation from that will even come back strong. So I'm not worried too much about it. But this is my issue with Social Security reliance: is that all it takes is a heels up Harris administration to say, you know something, Josh, we don't like what you said when you called her heels up Harris. So we're gonna miss a couple of payments from you, and you're gonna come down to the Social Security office and you're gonna beg for your money, and you're not gonna work on your behalf very well. You can see that, especially if you got 2 Democratic senators who run your state, because they're going to say, yeah, something, Josh, you didn't vote for me, you actively campaign against me. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can do any constituent services and get you your benefits. And this is a problem, man. I was dealing with a guy on Facebook yesterday. He's like, saying, hey, how could it possibly be true that the 30-year Treasury is below 4% with all this government printing? I thought the interest rates had to go up. He said, well, maybe not now, but Nixon's chief economic advisor said, what can't continue on will stop. I'm like, all right, so we're using Nixon's chief economic advisor to give us some kind of gauge of the future of the American economy. So, okay, remember wage and price control, Dick Nixon, Tricky Dick? I was like, come on, dude, this is ridiculous. And I said, well, all I know is that people have been saying since Reagan that the dollar is going to crash, there's going to be massive inflation, the interest rates will be too high, and it hasn't happened. Well, it's going to happen at some point. It's okay. Well, tell me what you're doing. What's the alternative then? Bitcoin? I mean, come on, it's just silly. Give me a break. And so there is really no alternative. I mean, it's just not. The best alternative, of course, is to live low, pay your debts off. I mean, if you have massive amounts of debt piling up and they take away your benefit for Social Security, you're in a world of hurt. You're going to be foreclosed and be knocking on doors saying, please, please feed me, Grandma. So the best thing you can do is pay off your debt. It's just always. That way you don't have to be too reliant on government, too reliant on stock market, too reliant on stupid Bitcoin. You can say, hey, at the end of the day, I own what I own. If that's all I got, it's still going to get me by. Right. Love your thoughts. God bless. Don't forget to fondle. And if you don't like what I say, fondle the dislike button. It's okay. I can take it.